You all get it? All right. So the disciple, Gaius is apprehensive now. If I continue to show the brothers hospitality, guess who is going to kick me out? I will clash with Diotrephes. Diotrephes is going to kick me out. Maybe it will be better to stop. All right. So he's undecided. But does he want to do hospitality? What do you think? Okay. All right. Carry on. Can you see my point? Wait, huh? Okay. I'm sorry. I think just I did show. All right. What else do we learn about Gaius? What color you look at? You look at your green color, right? Okay. Look at verse 9. I have written something to the church, but Diotrephes, who likes to put himself first, does not acknowledge our authority. So when I come, I will bring up what he's doing, all those nonsense that he took against one. All right, what did we learn here? Look at verse 11. Maybe you can also add verse 8. John, never mind. This one we leave it to John column. Okay, look at verse 11. Beloved, do not imitate what? Evil, but imitate good. All right. Can you see here? You see the problem in what? Verse 6b, 8, and verse 11, okay? Now, these three passage tells us Diotrephes is, Gaius is undecided, all right? Undecided. Remember I shared with you, when the imperative is used to correct a problem, the opposite is happening. You tell a boy, sit down, keep quiet. The answer is what? He's not sitting down, he's not keeping quiet. That's why you need to use the command to tell them to follow. Okay. All right. So this command gives us the idea that Gaius is struggling. All right. And John is aware of his struggle. That's why John is writing to giving me the command, because John must have got news from these brothers who were kicked out by Diotrephes. All right. Those traveling missionaries who were denied hospitality by Diotrephes. Okay. All right. Verse 12. Verse 12 has some interesting information. Okay. John said Demetrius is a what? Demetrius has received a good testimony from everyone, from the truth itself, and also our testimony. And you know our testimony is true. What does it tell you here? Now, why did John got to say 3 times? Diotrephes is why John got to tell Gaius? Diotrephes is, Demetrius is a good man. Everybody says he's a good man. The truth says he's a good man. And we also all testify he's a good man?
Because he's suspecting Demetrius.
Ah, yes. So Gaius is what? Suspects, right? Suspects who? Demetrius, right? Who is the one who must have thought that about Demetrius and make Gaius a little bit suspicious? Who? Come on, give it a try. All right. Now, we don't have a lot of time, so I just give it. Must have what? Heard who? Must have heard Diotrephes? What? Malay, eh? Malay means say bad, eh? Okay. All right. Must have heard Diotrephes, Malay, Demetrius. Okay. All right. That's good. Let's go on. What else you see in the later part of verse 12? About his relationship with John. And here he says, you know that our testimony is true. You know. Now, have you come across you share something with your friend and your friend don't believe you? All right? Somebody close to you or and they don't believe you. Have you come across that? If you come across that, put up your hand. Never come across anybody who says something and you don't believe. And they don't believe. Have, right? Yes. Now, what does John say here? You know our testimony is true. So, how does he look at John? How does Gaius look at John? I'm waiting for you to participate. Okay, please participate. I like the whole idea is to help you see. All right, and what you see, you share. John said, you know that our testimony is true. So Gaius what? Gaius always, right? Always trust who?
John.
John. Yes. Gaius always trusts John. All right. Otherwise, John would not say, you know our testimony is true. Okay? No, because his relationship with John is what? Very close. Okay? Beloved of John, also loved by John. Yeah, it is loved by John. Okay? Okay, just a matter of interest. Why did John begin his book, Third John, beloved? He called him beloved, whom I love in truth. Why he used the statement, whom I love in truth? Okay, this is John's writing. So you want to look at John's Gospel. How does John use love in the Gospel of John? What are some very famous statements about man's love? About the disciples' love. You all know this verse, John 13, 34 and 35? All right, John 13, 34 and 35 says what? By these shall all men know you are my disciples, right? Okay, so John is trying to highlight the important point here. You know, love is the mark of a disciple. Okay, Demetrius has, you have, the three first don't have. Okay, just a little bit of distraction here. Never mind. Because these are detail, we can leave it to the what. Okay, what else? What else can we conclude about Gaius? Is he a poor guy or he has got some money? Is he poor or rich? He can afford to what? And we don't know how much he has, but he has got what? Huh? He
You
has
can
what?
be hospitable.
Yeah, he has got money to be hospitable, right?
Mm.
You want to be hospitable, you need to have money. Huh? He has enough. We don't know how rich he is, but we know that he has enough money to show hospitality, right? Okay, so I think this is what we have for Gaius. Okay, now we're going to go for John. He called himself an what? Elder. Okay, next. He what? Since he already addressed beloved of John, Gaius, that's why we don't bother on both sides, on John's side. I mean, since we already have that on Gaius, what did he do? He prayed, right? He prayed for
Guy's
Gaius.
health.
Yeah, he prayed for Gaius. Then what else? To prosper and in good health. Okay. All right, let's go on. I rejoiced greatly when the brothers came and testified of your truth, as indeed you are walking in the truth. I have no greater joy to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Okay. Now, what does it say here? He heard what? Heard what? The testimony, right? Heard the brothers testified about Gaius. Okay. He's what? He's very happy, right? He's very happy. Okay? He's very happy that his children walk in the truth. Okay. All right, carry on. What else we see? Then verse 5. You see, when it comes to verse 5, there's a slight change of tone. It's like hinting to you that there is a difference already. Beloved, it is a faithful thing you do in all your efforts for these brothers who are strangers, who testified you before the church. Okay, what does he say? What is he doing here? Verse 5. He is what?
Encouraging.
Yes, he's encouraging and actually also commending, right? Okay, he's encouraging and commending you. You did well. You're fantastic. You did a good job. All right. For his faithfulness in hospitality. Okay. All right. What else you see? When he gives the command, you will do well to send them out worthy of God. Meaning to say, if you don't send them out properly, you're not worthy of God. And then he says what? Therefore, we ought to support them, and then, beloved, do not imitate good or imitate evil. What does it tell you in John's mind about Gaius? You know, sometimes we send a lot of messages. So a boy go to the school, and he carries his handphone with him. And the father said, "Son, make sure you behave yourself in school." What does it tell you about the father? The child, it tells us the child don't behave himself, right? What does it tell you about the father? The father knows the son didn't behave himself. That's why he gave this command. So what do you see about Gaius? So why John got to give this command in verse 8, 6b, 8, and 11? He knows what?
That
He knows that what? Gaius is what?
being undecidable.
Yeah, he's undecided to continue hospitality, right? Okay. So he can see in his mind, right? Okay, 6b, same. 8, 11. Okay. All right. What else do we see? He wants what? He wants Gaius to what? To what?
To be
Become a fellow
decided.
worker.
I'm sorry? Two of you were saying at the same time. I missed it.
To become a fellow worker.
Yes, he wants Gaius to be a fellow workers in truth. All right? Basically, what he wants Gaius to do is to continue to what? To show hospitality. All right? Okay, look at verse 9. Look at verse 9. What did he say here? What happened? He's what? Rejected by who?
Diotrephes,
Yes. Letter to Diotrephes. But was rejected. What else? And what? Maligned, right? Diotrephes said rumors about him, okay? Okay. Here's an interesting question. John wrote a letter to Diotrephes. And from here, we can say that they are from the same church because John didn't say Diotrephes' church. He said the church. The church. So the implication is that Gaius must be in the same church together with Diotrephes. Okay. Something about Diotrephes. We just want to add up. I forgot to add this point. What did he do to the letter?
He rejected the letter.
Can you say one more time?
He rejected John's letter.
He received the letter. Okay. When John write a letter to the church, what do? Let's say today suddenly the apostles wrote a letter to us. Let's say the apostles are around, but of course they're not around. When an apostle wrote a letter to the church leader, what would the church leader do? We gather the congregation. Hey, this is the letter by John. What did Diotrephes do to the letter? Okay. All right. This one, the day we left out, huh? Okay. He was rejected. He's remind. Okay. Then he said what? Look at verse 10. What do you gather? Is what? You will come to deal with who? Diotrephes, right? So when I come, I will deal with him. Okay. What impact will that have on Gaius when John the Apostle Paul says, when I come, I'll deal with him? It means what? Now you got to read in between the line. When I say Diotrephes is bad, don't listen to him. Bring him down. Okay? This is what I said. But if I say, add this one more point, I said, don't worry about Diotrephes, continue to do good. When I come, I will deal with him. How would Gaius feel?
Confident?
Yes, he's giving what? He is assuring, assuring and what? Giving confidence to who?
Gaius.
Yeah. All right. Now wait, confidence to Gaius. Okay. Okay, what else do you say? All right, let's jump further down. Verse 11. He wants who?
He wants to visit.
Yes, but before that, good point. You keep it for up to, okay, we write down this point first. He did not want to write. but
Yes.
prefer to visit and talk face to face. Okay. All right. Here, one more point. He wants Gaius to what? To imitate good, not evil. Who is evil here?
Diotrephes.
Diotrephes is evil here, right?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Verse 12. Verse 12. Just look at verse 12. Don't look at elsewhere. Just verse 12. Demetrius has a good testimony from everyone, from the truth and also from us. What is he doing? What is John doing for Demetrius? Okay. Now, let's say Ranjita. Okay, Ranjita. And then next to you is Suresh, Brother Suresh, Pastor Suresh. And I said to Ranjita, I said, I want you to know, Suresh is a good man. All of us who know him say he's a good man. And God also revealed that he's a good man. Why am I saying that to you? What am I doing?
Praising of his good work.
Huh?
Praising his good work.
Okay, yes. Praising his good work is one point. He's what? Defending, right? You can say praising, let's include that. Praising Demetrius, or rather praising and defending Demetrius. Because Gaius is suspicious, okay? Of Demetrius, okay. All right. Diotrephes must have said bad things about Demetrius and caused Gaius to be suspicious. That's why John got to write, he's a good man, he's a good man, he's a good man. He said 3 times. All right? So in Gaius' mind, he may be a little bit suspicious. You know, one way to stop people from showing hospitality is kick them out of the church. The other way is to say bad things about the people who is coming. All right? If I'm going to come to Nepal and you don't want me to come, what do? All right? Let's say you're son of Kumar, okay? Brother here, this one in yellow. Let's say you're yellow or green. Let's say you're the son of Kumar and then you hate me like anything. Okay? One way to prevent your father from showing me hospitality is to what? Say all the bad things. All right? Say all the bad things to make your father suspect me. So when your father suspects me, he will not show hospitality. All right? So this is a kind of relationship that's going on there. All right, I think that's all we can gather from John already. All right, we're going to come to the brothers. Okay? What color do you look at? What color did I ask you to do to color them?
Brown.
Brown color. So you look at brown color. All right. So now I'm going to make you all, I want you all to go and dig out the information. Then we'll come back. All right. How much time do you need? 15 minutes? I'm going to break you up into breakout rooms. Then you fill in the blanks. All right. Take a piece of paper, write down about the brothers. I only want to know about the brothers. Okay. They appear also in verse 12. Right. And verse 15 also. The red part. Okay. I'm going to stop share here. Later. Okay. We have 24 people. I will divide you into 6 groups, okay? 6 groups. Then you go and share among yourself. Go and dig out all the information, okay? And for Stephen and Suresh, let them go and dig it out themselves. Let them go and go through this process. All right. Now, before I break you out into group, I want to introduce Mike to you. Okay, Mike is from England. He got his doctorate, and he's a Bible teacher. All right, and he loves to teach groups like these, people like you all, who are eager to learn, and he believes in changed life. So, in the future, God, if there's an opportunity, Mike will be happy to teach. And Mike, you want to say something about your what you desire?
Hello there. It's lovely to meet you. Yes, I love the Lord Jesus Christ, and I've studied the scriptures just like everyone, but I have a passion to share the truth. My particular interest is about the relationship between science and Christianity, but I've almost finished a book on Isaiah, commentary on Isaiah. I'm doing some lectures in Genesis with another group at the moment. We're going through Genesis. I'm very interested in teaching about theology and understanding the Bible. So if you want any further information, just let me know. I mean, I just love the Lord Jesus Christ, and my passion is to show forth his goodness, his praise through the word of God, which is living and active, and which is able to make us wise unto salvation, and is able to lead us by the Spirit of God. So if you're interested, just let me know.
All right. I'm hoping that in the future there will be an opportunity for people like Stephen, Dr. Mike, all these that we can come and share with you. I still got other friends who they all also got doctorate. There's another one who is good in small group, and then another one in there are several. They're very good teachers. All right, they have been pastoring and teaching for 30 over years. So they want to share their testimony. They want to pass their knowledge to you all. Okay, now God willing, in the future we can arrange for that. All right, those who you run school, you need a adjunct professor. There you are. Okay. All right, I'm going to break you into the break. I want you all to take note that this method encourages you to do self-discovery. All right. So as you color, it pops up. And you can see the structure of the John already, about Gaius, about Diotrephes, about Demetrius. All right. In front is greeting, the end is ending. The last part is ending. So you roughly see the points already. Okay, still got a few more. We have 19 participants. Just now was 20 over. Are they supposed to come back in?
I think in Nepal there is heavy rain in different part of Nepal.
Okay.
There might be internet disturbance.
Okay, all right. I think we go ahead. Huh?
Yeah.
Those of them who missed it can, Suresh, you can arrange the class with them. All right. Okay, let's come back to this one. Okay, what do you see for the brothers? All right, what else you see? What do you see? Since you already discussed, okay, tell me.
They were worthy of hospitality.
Worthy of hospitality, yeah. Okay, what else?
They were rejected by Diotrephes.
Receive help from Diotrephes, right? From Gaius, I'm sorry. Yeah, the only way to send them out worthy is to give them money to go. Help give them money for their transport and food. Okay, what else?
Spoken to God's truth.
They are what?
They are just spoken the what God is truth.
Put it nicely. You say what?
Truth.
Testify the. Okay, I think they testified about Gaius to John, right? Yeah. Okay, since Gaius walked in the truth on the gay side, so we don't have to write here. Okay, what else?
They were rejected by Diotrephes.
Yes, they were rejected by Diotrephes. Yes, good. But even before that, we have something.
They did not accept any help from non-believers.
Do not accept any help from Gentiles. Why? Since you say your God can supply all your needs, why do you still need non-believers to help you? Right? Okay. Some are what? Strangers to Gaius, right? All right. What else can we have? Verse 12, they appeared there.
They went for sake of God.
Good point. Went out for the sake of God or of the truth. Okay, they went out for the sake of the name. Okay, the name is referring to who? Jesus, right? Okay, what else? Most likely they are what?
Evangelists?
Yeah, they are evangelists. Yes, they are. Maybe we want to add one more word to traveling evangelists.
Workers for the truth.
Yes. Yes, yeah. Workers for the truth. Okay. All right. You can add one more point. Verse 12. We also add our witness testimony, probably same church as okay, probably same church, in the same church as John. Okay, what else? Last one. Verse 12. You know, we also add our testimony, and you know that our testimony is true. Who are the we here? The earlier part, the we refers to John and Gaius, but this part, it refers to John and the brothers. So they also what? Testified who? Testified that who? Demetrius, right? It's a good man. Okay. All right. I guess you have done John already. Okay, we have one last one. All right, Demetrius. Okay, what did we learn about him? Look at verse 12. As a what?
A suspicious person?
I'm sorry, you saying?
A suspicious person?
Suspected. He's not suspicious, but he was suspected, okay? Suspected by Gaius, right? Okay. He was attacked by who? Diotrephes. And then thirdly, defended by John. Okay? All right? Okay? As a what? Good testimony. All right? Has a good testimony. From all truth and John's companion. Okay. All right. We already basically fill up the background information of the John. Okay? Right? You can take a screenshot of this one if you want to. All right? Now, you realize I take a screenshot next time if you want, you can all right, later I can send to you. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you read 3rd John already since yesterday? since Sunday? How many times? Okay, I can see Ranjita smiling. Can you tell me how many times?
I can't remember. I was reading.
You can't remember how many times. Okay.
Just two times.
2 times. No, it cannot be 2 times. You mark author, you mark recipients at least 2 times already, right? You mark John, you mark Gaius, all right? Then you mark the brothers and Diotrephes, Demetrius. So at least 3 times. And then now you are reading to get the information to put inside the chart. At least another 4 or 5 times. That means you have read through 3rd John about probably close to 10 times by now. Let me ask you a question. Do you get bored marking? As you read and you mark, do you get bored? No answer. You actually don't get bored. You didn't even realize you've read so many times. All right, I have students who say, preparing a sermon, we're supposed to read the text over and over and over again. And then this lady, she's a very dedicated lady. I read through it twice, I already don't feel like reading anymore. But now with this method, I keep reading, reading, and reading. I mark and read, I mark and read, and I see things. Okay, that's a tremendous advantage of this thing. All right, I give you a 5 minutes break. 5 minutes break, all right, or tea or toilet break, 5 minutes, and then you come back. I want to start to talk about the main theme. All right, what is the main theme? What makes a main theme? What is the function of the main theme? All right, it's very important. Okay, 5 minutes time, you should be back by 9:50, okay? Okay, come.
अहिले हामीले चिनो लाउँदा लाउँदै 10 चोटि पढिसकेका छौं। यो पहिलो युहन्नालाई खोज्यौं, गायसलाई खोज्यौं, प्रियहरूलाई खोज्यौं, डियोत्रिफसलाई, डेमेत्रियसलाई, अनि यसैगरी हिजो चिनो लाउँदै लाउँदै 5 चोटि पढेका थियौं। आज यो अहिले खोज्दा खोज्दै 5 चोटि 10 चोटि हामीले थाहा नै नपाइकन पढिसक्यौं है। अझै 1-2 चोटि भन्दाखेरि यसो गरी एउटा एउटा पढ्दै गर्दा हामीले याद चाहिँ गरेनौं, तर 10 देखि 12 चोटि हामीले पढिसकेका छौं अहिले यो।
तपाईहरु जतिजना आइपुग्नु भएको छ भिडियो अन गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
अहिले हामीले सिकेको चाहिँ यो प्रत्येक व्यक्तिको त्यो के ब्याकग्राउन्ड सिक्नको लागि प्रत्येक व्यक्तिको चरित्र कस्तो छ भनेर एउटा एउटा सिक्दै 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 विस्तार गरिरहेछौँ। अनि हामी एकैचोटि सबै कुरा जान्ने भएको कारणले हामी अहिले चाहिँ गोलमाल जस्तो भइरहेछ कि एउटा एउटा कुरा सिक्दै गएको कारणले अलिकता कता कता हराएको जस्तो भइरहेछ हुन चाहिँ। तर यो आइडिया गर्यो भनेदेखि चाहिँ हामी एक्लै कुनै दूर दराजमा बसेको छौँ तर कमेन्ट्रीहरू केही पनि छैन अथवा शब्दकोश पनि छैन, कमेन्ट्री पनि छैन, कन्कोर्डेन्स पनि छैन भने पनि अनि यो आइडियाले चाहिँ हामीले वचनहरू तयार गर्नलाई एकदम सजिलो हुन्छ है। व्यक्तिको चरित्रको बारेमा अथवा भनौँ न कस्तो चाहिँ व्यक्ति छ अनि कसरी चाहिँ हामी यो ब्याकग्राउन्डहरू चाहिँ इन्फर्मेसनहरू लिने भन्ने आइडियाहरू चाहिँ हामी सिक्दैछौँ अहिले है। अहिले हामीले चाहिँ व्यक्तिलाई चलायौँ, घटनालाई चलाएको छैन है। अब आउने कुराहरू चाहिँ कसरी घटनाहरू हेरेर अनि मुख्य कुराहरू हेर्ने, मुख्य कुराहरू लिन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरू छ। विस्तार गएको कारण, डिटेलमा हामी गएको कारण सायद आज हामी कतिजना अल्मलिरहेछौँ है। यो स्क्रिनशट गर्नु होला है, उहाँले दिनुभएको एक एक जनाको जानकारीहरू, हामीले बटुलेको कुराहरू। अब पुस्तकको मुख्य विषयवस्तु कसरी पत्ता लगाउने भन्ने चाहिँ यहाँ मुख्य विषयवस्तु, मेन थिम भनेर भन्छ, कसरी पत्ता लगाउने।
Okay, I'm sorry. It was muted. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now can you hear me? All right. The main theme is like the core here of the bicycle wheel. All right. It holds all the spokes together. The main theme holds the passages together. All right. All the verses in the given chapter or portion of the book of the Bible. Okay. So without the core, the wheel will be useless. Without the main theme, your tanks will fall apart just like the spokes of this bicycle wheel. Okay. The main theme is the heart of the text, the central governing idea that holds the text together. All right, some people call it is the unifying idea. Okay, let's put it this way. Sorry. All right, let me define it now. Sorry, why is it going this way? All right. The main theme is like the hub of a bicycle wheel that holds, unifies, and organizes the spoke. Okay? The main theme is the central or dominating idea in a literary work. All right? It is the most striking truth or a concise statement of the principal truth. The main theme is a summary statement of the text. Okay? Now, let me ask you a question. What verse in the Bible summarizes the whole Bible? There's one particular verse that we all know. All right? It is a central dominating idea controlling the text. It is the most striking truth. When you read this verse, it just jumps out. And then it is a summary statement of the whole Bible. Okay, make a guess. It's found in the New Testament.
No.
John
What's that? John 3?
16?
Yeah, John 3:16. Do you realize that? The whole redemption plan is implied in this one verse. Okay, everyone who read when it comes to John 3:16 is as if it jumps up. Right? It is a summary of the whole book of the Bible. Right? Jesus Christ coming to die for our sin is the main theme of the whole Bible. Okay, so it jumps up. Let me just tell you an interesting story that happens around John 3:16. One day at the park, there was this poor boy. He was lying on the benches. Nobody offered him a place. So this poor boy was sleeping in the park on a bench. This policeman came by. He was driving his police car. He saw that poor boy got no place to stay. He said, poor boy. He said, boy, come into my car. I'll bring you to a place. So he drove the boy to this house and asked the boy, this is what you can do. You go knock at the door. So when the person opened the door, you just tell him, John 3:16 has asked me to come here. So this boy must be quite shocked. What? And that's what he did. So the policeman stopped the car and said, boy, just go and knock the door. And he went there, he knocked the door. And then one man came up. It was at night, he was quite upset in the sense he was woke up by the knocking of the door. So he was a little bit irritated. I said, boy, what do you want? And the boy said, John 3:16 has asked me to come. Now you tell me what was the reaction after that? The man invited the boy to stay with him. Right? That's how powerful John 3:16 it is. All right. These are true stories that has happened. Okay. The main theme is like the hub of the bicycle wheel that holds and unifies the spokes. Okay, now here is the collections of the definitions I have. The main theme is the heart or hub of the text. It is a summary statement of the text. It is the most striking or principal truth of the text. Now take note, not necessarily the most important truth. All right? Sometimes the author may emphasize a truth not as important as the one you think it is. Fourthly, it is a central, big, dominating idea that controls, unify, and embrace the text. All right? To make it into one sentence, the main theme is the heart, central, big, prominent, dominating, controlling, and unifying idea of the text that embraces the text and makes the text revolves around it. Okay. You know, when an author writes something, they need to have a main theme in mind. Then after deciding on the main theme, he will be writing about the who of the main theme, the what of the main theme, the why of the main theme, the how, the where, the when, all the 5 W and 1 H. Okay. Everybody clear? You need to understand the main theme. Just make sure go back during your free time, read this part. All right? The functions of the main theme. How does the main theme function in the book of the Bible, in the literature? Actually, it's the same. All right? Whether you're writing from the about the Bible, or you're writing something else, the same principle applied both to biblical writing and non-biblical writing. Okay, it determines the author flow of thoughts and thus the flow of the text. If you want to write about humility, then the author mind will follow the theme of humility. What are the good examples of humility? Who are those who live humble life? What is humility? What is the benefit of humility? Right. Why should we be humble? What are the rewards of humility? Okay. What is true humility and fake humility? See, so the author will determine his literature or his sermon based on the main theme. Okay, it harmonizes the text because it helps you organize the text. It embraces the text and holds it together. It forces the text to revolve around it. Okay, so when you have a main theme, you normally don't write outside the main theme. And especially those of you who are preaching. In your preaching, you can only afford to have one main theme. Don't preach a sermon with more than one main theme. You'll confuse the people. All right? Main theme unifies, governs, and organizes the text. All right, so these are some synonyms. The central idea, the big idea. The big idea and then the sermon or homiletical idea plus the propositions. These are more for preaching, right? It's called the principal truth or the synthetic idea. Okay, tell me, the main theme should be prominent or unknown? Answer me. What's your answer? Unmute yourself and then tell me. It should be known or hidden. Obvious or hidden. The main theme cannot be hidden. All right. Now, if you see, I think Mike would know. You go to a certain countries, you look at their buildings. All right, the building reflect a main theme. And there's one thing you can never do is to hide the building. Right? It stands out. It is obvious. Okay, it is repeated, it is emphasized, and bear in mind, easy to find. All right? The main theme is easy to find. If you follow what I teach you, you will be able to find the main theme. All right? Because the main theme is the most prominent truth, how to hide it. Okay? All right. Mike, I think I will send you my material. I forgot. I should have sent you. Yeah. Okay. The composition of the main theme. All right. It takes at least 2 keywords to form a main theme. All right. Or 2 key ideas. 2 keywords or 2 key ideas. Okay. For example, John 3:16. The key word is love. It appears many times. But the word greatest actually appeared a few times also. The word greatest only appeared in about the last verse. But right at the beginning, the idea of love is the greatest is there. Because Paul was comparing. If I can speak tongues of angels and I don't have love, I'm nothing. If I can preach and understand every mystery, I don't have love, I'm nothing. If I have faith and don't have love, I am nothing. If I am so generous in giving, if I don't have love, I am nothing. If I give myself for martyrdom for Christ, if I don't have love, I am nothing. Love is greater than all these. All right, that's what Paul was trying to say. Love plus the word greatest, you got the main theme. All right, now this one. You see the word James, patient, steadfast, patient. Synonyms of patient. You mark patient, you color it, right? And make sure you color steadfast. So patient or steadfast, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. All right. In 5 verses, it appears 6 times. Right. And then the other keywords that keep appearing is the Lord, Lord, Judge, Lord, Lord, Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times also. So you take patient plus the Lord. You have what? Patience while waiting for the coming of the Lord. Okay? You have the main theme. All right. Key ideas, especially in the story passage, the narratives, the author oftentimes use key ideas. Right? In the stories, oftentimes the author don't use keywords. Sometimes they do. Right? But there are a lot of times they don't use keywords. Unlike epistles, the main theme, the keyword always appear. But in the story passage, sometimes you're not going to get the main theme. You have the main idea. All right. Now, John 16 to 21 is talking about Jesus walking on the sea, coming towards the disciples. All right. So the disciples were told to paddle at night across the Sea of Galilee. Or they are seasoned fishermen, so they're not afraid to paddle at night. Okay. So they did. Then somehow in the night, they saw Jesus walking on the sea and they all got frightened. All right. Now, before Jesus got on board, they were paddling very hard, but they got nowhere. They just couldn't arrive at the destination. But when Jesus got on board, boom, straight away they arrived. So here is a background idea. Okay. Without Jesus, the disciples struggle. With Jesus, they arrive there. So you plus key one idea plus key idea 1 plus key idea 2, you have the main theme, right? And the main theme could be this way: without Jesus, you go nowhere. With Jesus, you get there fast. All right? Now, this part is very interesting. There are three things the disciples are not afraid. Number one, they are not afraid to sail at night. Now, normally, nighttime you sail is quite dangerous. Number two, they were not afraid of the strong wave. The wave was so strong that they couldn't paddle further. They couldn't bring themselves. They spent a long time. They are still on this side of the shore rather than the opposite side of the Sea of Galilee. Sea of Galilee is not a very big sea. You can see the other side, all right, the opposite side of the bank of the Sea of Galilee. Okay. The third thing they were not afraid is they were not afraid to go without Jesus. Right? Jesus was not there. Jesus told them to go ahead. Then Jesus was testing them. All right. They saw Jesus walking on the sea towards them, so they thought it's a ghost. All right. But thank God, Jesus is very kind to them. You know why did Jesus got to tell them it is him before he went up the boat? Why did Jesus tell the disciple, it is me? Then he went up the boat. You want to make a guess? It's not stated in the text. But you can make a very logical conclusion. Now, what if Jesus Christ didn't say, it is me, and he went up the boat? What will happen? Okay, I tell you, this is what will happen. The disciples will jump into the sea. Why? Now, which one of you want to be on the same boat with a ghost? You'll be frightened of the ghost and you want to jump into the sea. All right. They couldn't recognize Jesus Christ at that moment. So when Jesus identified himself, oh, they must have sighed a great relief. I thought this ghost is going to come up to our boat. Good thing it's not the ghost, it's the Lord Jesus Christ. You see the disciples, what they should be afraid? Going sailing at night, strong wave, and without Jesus Christ. What they should be afraid, they were not afraid. Okay? And then they saw Jesus coming. Jesus wanted to go with them, want to join them. What they shouldn't be afraid, they were afraid. Should they be afraid of Jesus Christ with them? No. But they were afraid. Okay, the disciples are very strange people. Okay. All right, let's carry on. Almost time's up already, huh? Okay, here I give you another example before I finish. One keyword, one key idea. Here is a combination of one keyword with one key idea. Be strong, and the word I am with you. Okay, can you see verse 4? Yet now, be strong, Zerubbabel, be strong, Joshua, and then be strong, all you people of the land. Okay, work, for I am with you, declares the Lord of hosts. According to the covenant that I made with you when you came out of Egypt, my spirit remained in your midst, fear not. Right, the word fear not is the opposite of be strong. Okay. So when you combine the keywords, all right, the repeated keywords that is being emphasized here, the most common keyword is the word, the most common keyword here is the word be strong. Okay? Be strong, and then you have the promise, I am with you. So when you combine be strong and the key idea, I am with you, you are very simple. Be strong because I am with you. All right? Or you put be strong and build the temple because I am with you. All right? So you combine one key idea and the second key idea, that's it. You find the main theme. All right. The main theme is the context and interpretive force of the text. Now, some Bible texts you cannot explain until you interpret it together with the main theme, in relationship with the main theme. So it is very important that you find the main theme. After discovering the main theme, then you can see the different parts linked to the main theme and how the author used it. All right. Now I'm going to stop here. Time's up already. All right. Now we will meet again tomorrow, same time, and I will explain to you more about the main theme on how to find the main theme. All right. Let me give you a picture. If you easy to find, okay, main theme is supposed to be easy to find. All right. If you're looking at it at the difficult places, you're not going to find it. All right. So go back and read the notes on main theme before you join me tomorrow. And get ready your color pencils because we are going to mark 3rd John again. But this round, we will be marking keywords. All right? There's one word that is being repeated many times in 3rd John. It's the word truth. Okay? I'll teach you how to mark that one. And the coloring of the people is to make the background surface. The coloring and keywords and question answer is to make the main theme jumps out of the text. To make it easy for you to find. Okay? Now, if you need somebody to explain to you in Nepali, Suresh is here. He will help you. All right? So, Kumar, you can arrange with him a proper time, for him to share with you. He knows because he attended my class at least 2-3 times already. Right? So he can help to co-teach with me in this area. Okay, clear? You still can't print your text, right? So you just draw, follow the chart. You just use your pencil and draw the chart. The chart is very useful in helping you to determine or identify the main theme. Okay. Thank you for joining. And thank you. We'll meet again tomorrow, same time for this class. If you need a class to meet with Suresh, for him to explain in the Nepali language, please go ahead. After all, we are all being locked down. We have time. Okay, you have time. Take the opportunity to equip yourself. So once the door is open, you charge with the Word of God to help people understand, dig deeper into the Word of God. Okay, may I ask Kumar to say the closing prayer?
Yeah, thank you. And
you can pray in Nepali, no problem.
हुन्छ धन्यवाद हामी प्रार्थना गरौँ आउनुहोस् हामी प्रार्थना गरौँ प्रभु धन्यवाद तपाईलाई तपाईको अनुग्रहको लागि हामीले जति पनि सिक्दै छौं तपाईले हामीलाई सहायता गर्नुहोस् अनि हामीसँग यो वर्षाको समय छ अनि नेपालको वर्षाको भविष्यवाणी अनुसार आजदेखि विभिन्न ठाउँमा हेभी रेनहरु हुँदैछ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो मात्र हैन अरु पनि ट्रेनिङहरु पनि एफेक्टेड भइरहेको छ प्रभु तपाईले अनुग्रह गर्नुहोस् जोइन हुनमा सहायता गर्नुहोस्, डिभाइसेसहरूलाई प्रपरली काम गर्नमा तपाईको अनुग्रह दिनुहोस्, इन्टरनेट एक्सेसहरू हुनमा तपाईले सहायता गर्नुहोस्। धन्यवाद छ सबै कुराको लागि। हामीलाई छुट्ने बीचमा डिस्कनेक्टेड हुनेहरूलाई पनि हामी प्रार्थना गर्छौँ, उहाँहरूलाई पनि तपाईले बुझ्ने ज्ञान दिनुहोस्, हामीलाई पनि बुझ्ने ज्ञान दिनुहोस् अनि भोलि फेरि उपस्थिति हुनमा तपाईले हामीलाई सहायता गर्नुहोस्। धन्यवाद तपाईलाई सबै कुराको लागि येशू प्रभुको नाममा। आमेन।
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right.
एक्सक्युज मी, मैले भन्नुपर्ने कुरा चाहिँ मसँग नेपालीको 24 पेजको एउटा नेपाली नोट छ। यदि तपाईहरुलाई अंग्रेजी गाह्रो छ भने चाहिँ म यो फोटो खिच्छु।
सायद मैले त्यो नेपाली नोटहरू पनि सबैलाई पठाइसकेको छु होला अङ्कल।
24 पेजको छ।
24 पेज भन्दा नि ठुलै छ होला। हामीलाई
24 पेजको छ।
यही हो। अनि मसँग
24 पेजको छ सर।
हो, नेपाली इंग्लिश मैले सबै पठाएको छु।
हजुर,
यो
हेर्नु भयो भने चाहिँ अहिलेको कुराहरु अलि सजिलो हुन्छ। हुन्छ, धन्यवाद।
जेमसी सर, थ्यांक यू सर।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to make you co-host. I was not reading the one, so sorry. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, God bless. Do pray for me. I'm actually suffering from a very severe backache. I think I hurt my muscles on the left side of my back, which is at the waist area. So after sitting for a period of time, when I get up, I got to get up at about 60 or 70 degrees. Then slowly, then I can straighten. Do pray for me. Every time when I'm going into something significant for the ministry, for the word of God, the devil always attack me. Right? Always at the early stage, and boom, he's going to hit me so hard. So do uphold me and my family in prayer. Okay, so I'll see you all then tomorrow. Okay, and take note of Dr. Mike. He'll be happy also to teach. So there's you can, Kumar, you can contact Dr. Mike directly. There's no problem. Dr. Mike, I don't keep them to myself. They don't belong to me. They all belong to God.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
So we want to give them more teachers, more able people. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
God bless.
Yeah. God bless. It's a joy to teach you all. All right.
Okay.
Good night. It's already 10:30 in my place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Dr. Ben, you can close for all. Okay, you are the host now. Yeah, okay, now it is transferred to me. Okay, see you again.